Boy, I'm on the roll today with all my videos. If you haven't seen the previous two, you guys should go watch those too. Everything is for you guys. I'm not doing this for just the views or something like that. I want you guys to be successful, just like I was successful, just like I am successful, and just like other drivers who are making good money in the tough times are successful as well. So here's some tips for you guys as drivers. If you're just beginners with us, this is something you guys should take note of. If you're running for somebody else, please, try this and you'll see that it's going to work 100% better for you. It's going to improve your income starting today, the first day, as soon as you put this to use. When you're doing an expedited load, your dispatch should, I know we do it, we watch a new driver or an existing driver very closely. Some people, when they first start doing this, they get on fire and they're very excited and they can do it and they do it pretty decently, but then they kind of, I don't know, either get burned out or they get tired or their body gives out, or I don't know what's happening. But every time you get a load, you want to maximize your earnings. You guys gotta be able to be ready to roll, and there's a few things you guys need to do to maximize your performance right away. It's all up to you guys what you can handle, and not just what you can handle, but what your dispatch can also trust you with. So if you want your dispatch to trust you guys with more miles, with certain other different kind of loads, first things first, don't cut your arrival time so close. We have some drivers who arrive and sleep on site, and we know 100% fact that we watch them. If we give them a 700-mile run and the guy is cutting it super close, he's getting it there by 5 minutes before it's due, and he was sleeping half the night or whatever, if he had the time to do it, we already know that this driver is barely doing it. He can't be trusted with more miles. But if you were given, say, a 500-mile run, and we watch what the driver does, if we don't know who he is, what he's all about, dispatch watches through the night of how he drives. And if he's loaded up at 9 p.m. and then by 11:30 he's already snoozing and napping and going to bed for 4 hours, guess what? That tells us that this driver is a sleepyhead. He needs his sleep, and he cannot be trusted with a lot of miles during the night. He just can't be. Your performance shows the facts. I'm not making stories up. We're not making things up. We might be assuming more than we should be, but you as a driver are leading your dispatch to assume just exactly this. If we, on the other hand, give a driver 500 miles, say loaded, he drives all night long, he does not take a rest break, he just fills up and go, fills up and go, fills up and go, gets it there ASAP, goes to sleep either on site or somewhere a couple blocks away, gets it delivered even earlier than what it should be expected, and he tells us, I'm ready to roll again. Guess what? That means this driver has very, very good time management skills. And in this job, you have to have these time management skills because you want to maximize your performance just this way. Also, here's another example. You are given a load that you should push yourself, but you don't have to. Say you're given a load to drive 700 miles. You load up maybe at, I don't know, early afternoon, and you got to drive 700 or 800 miles, and dispatch, and there's more time in the load than what it is, than what you could handle. So it has extra time. Basically, you're given, instead of like a direct delivery, sometimes, not often, but sometimes, and there's enough times to where this example works, we are given a delivery time of, say, 8 until noon, for example, just an example, 8 to noon or 8 to 1, whatever. And you as a driver are like, oh man, now I can relax. Now I can do this and this. So now instead of you running direct, or maybe taking an hour nap or 2-hour nap during the night, you go and lay down for like 4 hours or 6 hours. And instead of getting there 8 a.m., dropping off and going straight to sleep so you can be available to do another run, you take your sweet time and you get there just within that maybe an hour until that delivery time of 1 p.m. or whatever, or maybe, half hour before. You're not late, you didn't do anything wrong, but you're already setting yourself up for half a day wasted, because your dispatch, if you arrive there in the morning, already knows that they could be looking for loads for you that are ahead of time in the daytime. They know that you're going to arrive there on site early, you're going to deliver first thing as soon as they open, and then while you're sleeping, they're looking for loads for you. They know exactly how much sleep you need, what's good, what's not. They're looking for the exact freight that fits you as a driver. So in the end, if your dispatch does not trust you because, you like to have your sleep more than, you prove your work performance, then that already tells them that, you can be trusted with what you're showing them that you can handle. I hope that makes sense for you guys. I hope it makes sense. Like me, on the other hand, here's what I do. If I'm out on a load and I would rather push myself and I would rather get there, sleep, unload first thing in the morning. That way I'm ready to roll and go and I'm filled up. Here's the other part. Sometimes drivers, you guys are sitting around, you've sat around all weekend, you've sat around without a load, you didn't do your stuff, you didn't do your laundry, you didn't fill up your van, and so on and so forth. So Monday comes and you as a driver, you got to hurry up and, we get a load and it's always wait, go, go, go. This is how expediting works. Whoever's in this field, you guys already know. Well, we give you a load and then we get a message saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my coffee, grab this and this, gotta fill up, and then I'm going, Well, what have you been doing all weekend? Or what have you been doing after you unloaded? A lot of times, when you unload and you're going to sleep at a truck stop or waiting at a truck stop for the next load, not everybody does this, but a lot of people do, or another gas station, fill up. That way you're 100% ready to roll. You're not wasting any time. Everything is about time. We're supposed to be on time for pickup, supposed to be on time for delivery, and everything is time management. You gotta sleep, you gotta have your rest. All this is all time managing. Please manage your time correctly, manage it wisely, manage it to your benefit, because if you're showing that, you're on time, but you're always super close to that on time, and you always like to sleep during the night, but you could, if you wanted to, you really could get it there first thing in the morning instead of later in the morning or later in the afternoon. Well, why not maximize your performance and all your time and everything else by getting it there early? The earlier you get there, the more time you have to sleep until your next load. Because if you wasted your time driving, then you slept, and then you're getting it there, but then you already spent, the whole morning and some of the afternoon already driving, you're already getting fatigued, and then you're already saying, well, kind of look for something maybe, that doesn't have a all-night drive again because I didn't sleep good last night, or I had a bad weekend and I didn't sleep good over the weekend. Really? If you had all weekend to sleep and you had a bad weekend, I don't understand that. How can you not have slept over the weekend and be ready Monday morning? That's just mind-blowing for me, honestly. It really is. Mind-blowing for me. I hope it makes sense for you guys, because I really don't know how else you guys could do this and be 100% efficient if you don't manage your time, and if you don't show dispatch or whoever you're starting to work for or you're already working with You need to be 100% ready to roll and maximize your time 100%. Sorry, I'm looking at the GPS. It's telling me I missed a turn, so I might have to do some turning around or what it is. I don't know. It's freaking out a little bit. Basically, do your best to get there sooner so you go to bed sooner. Get your rest right after delivery, because you never know when a load comes up. And if you're the type of person who is going to drive all night long last night, and then today you want to take a day off because that was too much, or you can't handle another load, you got to rethink about this career, because it's tight. Things are tight right now, and if that's the case, I don't know. It's going to be really tough for you to make money and have this be worthwhile for you. Honestly, it really is. It's going to be tight, tough, and you're not going to make the amount of money that you need to make to be successful at this, to have this be worthwhile, your investment into a van, insurance, your time away from home, everything else you're dealing with. So I hope my advice reaches the right ears and the right consciousness of drivers who want to, starting today, you could do this really if you're sitting around waiting for the load, or if you're supposed to be delivering at some time. Push yourself. You guys can do it. If you're able to do it, push yourself. Push yourself to be there as soon as possible and be available as soon as possible, and use your time management correctly. Manage your time, please. Do so. It's really definitely going to change your game. It's going to show your dispatch that you're a responsible, reliable driver who, if needed to be, can drive all night long. You're not wasting your time somewhere. You're not stopping at every gas station, at every truck stop, rubbing the toilet seats over there. You're actually going. God bless. Take care, guys. If I think of something else, maybe there will be another video today too, if you guys don't get sick of me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It makes me all fired up and excited about creating new content for you guys. Take care.